Okay, we are live. Well, it's only me here, but I always say that we are live. Okay, let's get started. So, um, in this live stream, I am going to talk about my thoughts about my future on YouTube. Um, and there's a lot to talk about there. I'm just going to give it a few seconds while people are joining. Hi there, Jen. Uh, good to see you. It's always good to see you. Stephanie, hi there. Wolfo Odin. Yeah, lots of people are joining. Wonderful. I don't do live streams as often anymore. And I'd like to say that I'm sorry, but really it's just it is what it is. There is a reason for that. And I'll get to that. It has to do with the whole problem that YouTube has become, and we're going to get into that. Let me just start by saying that I recently had YouTube take down, remove a video from my main channel, an older video. Some little busy little bee um, had discovered a video where and I can't even say it. I can't even say what it was about. But it was a video where I directed people to a research paper in the World Health Organization's database. I thought that since other YouTubers had been talking about it and said exactly the same as what I said in my video, then it would be okay. But apparently not. So now, unless YouTube will, I appealed, and they, of course, they rejected that automatically within seconds, as they always do. And now forever, when I go to the creator studio to see how my channel is doing, there will be a notification there on the top with a, excuse my language, piss yellow um, stained message about my violation there. And whoever did that can go to a certain very warm place. Now, I'm not a Christian, as you know, but if I was, I would tell that I would I would wish for that person who made that decision to go to a certain very warm place, governed by a guy with horns. Okay, so yeah, that's how it is. So okay, here let me just get to the point here. And there will be little trolls writing, "Oh, you spent almost 4 minutes to get to the point." Well, you little trolls, you don't get it, do you? I have to wait a little bit so that people can join the chat. I'm not going to structure my whole day after scheduled live streams. I'm too busy for that. When I have time, I will do a live stream. I won't do a live stream scheduled normally. Um, so yeah, you know what I want? My wish is for people to go to my website. It is linked in all my video descriptions. Go and subscribe to my website. But it seems like it is easier to get. I have some toothpicks here. To get this toothpick to go and subscribe to my website That's much easier than to get people to subscribe to my website. It's like, and people will suggest other platforms. Why can't people see that at one point you will have the same problem on other platforms? Is it so fucking impossible to go and subscribe to my website? Because if you subscribe to my website, you will one, you will be notified when I upload new videos. Two, it doesn't matter which platform I upload to, because it will be there on the website in the blog post, and you will be notified no matter which platform I use. So I am sorry that it's so impossible, and I am annoyed. I am sorry, but I am annoyed, because if people subscribed to my website, I wouldn't have this problem. But it's no, can't do that. Can't do that. It's almost impossible. And I want to thank those of you who have subscribed to my website. Thank you. And my website is above me. Hold on, over here. So this is not difficult, you know, but I get it. I get it. You know, it's difficult. It is impossible. Yeah. No one is going to do that, says True Metal Jake. Start uploading to Rumble. Yeah, you know what? I have been for a few years. So you see, it doesn't. I mean, you know how much money I've made on Rumble so far? Can you guess? Marlon, thank you, thank you. Um, Thanks a lot. How much money have I made on Rumble? You got this. Well, I don't know. How much money? Diana says 0. James says 100. $1.50. $1.50. So, yeah, and I want to thank all of you guys who are now subscribing to my website. You know, so the thing is, yeah, $1.50. I can't keep doing this for $1.50 per year. You know, when I was out spending the night in my shelter by the river, I happened to crash my drone, sadly. Um, so I had to buy a new drone. That's not cheap, you know. So, but anyway, enough complaining. Well, I guess I'm going to complain a little bit more. So, yeah. So my message is, if you want me to keep doing this, go and subscribe to my website. It is the only way to make sure that you get notified and that things that I can keep doing this. Okay. So, and yes, of course, I should mention this. I'm not going to use your email address that I don't know if it's registered somewhere, probably is, when you subscribe. I'm not going to use that to sell you stuff. It's if that is what you are worried about. But okay, back to my future on YouTube. Um, and again, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Um, yeah, okay. Thanks a lot to all the guys and girls who are now subscribing to my website. I need to tell people this in every single video from now on. But am I going to make videos like forever? No, probably not. Now YouTube has been on a track, been heading in the wrong direction for at least 3 years now. Now I do have some background when it comes to business strategy and things like that. And it seems to me they are not thinking long term on YouTube. It seems to me that there are people there in the boardroom that are not smart. They have made some very stupid decisions on YouTube. Um, so um, so okay. What seems to be happening on YouTube is that, well, let me first talk about this from the users or the viewers perspective, because I still watch YouTube videos. I don't watch YouTube videos as often as I used to, and there's a reason for that. First of all, the channels that I used to follow, many of those are not uploading videos anymore. They have stopped. And they were not producing like controversial videos or anything like that. But they were authentic and genuine people who cared about what they were doing, and they have stopped. Why have they stopped? Now, my passion is bushcraft and the outdoors. Rumble, Rumble, Rumble. I've been on Rumble for a long time. I mean, so that kind of proves my point, you know? Go to Rumble, go to Rumble. Well, why don't you? I'm there already. I've been there for a long time. So, so okay. So they stopped. Many of the channels, the creators that I used to enjoy watching, they have stopped. Most of them, I think. Not controversial, nothing like that. Bushcraft, the outdoors. And when I search for topics like that, YouTube will give me suggestions. And it's typically either the yoga pants brigade, the girls in yoga pants and bikinis doing bushcraft, and it's all fucking fake stuff, you know? And it annoys me. You know, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't like to see that. Of course I do. I'm a man. But it's I don't it's so stupid, you know? Um, so you have the typical yoga pants, outdoors YouTuber, and then you have the fake stuff. Two guys with sticks digging out a swimming pool in the jungle. It is fake, but YouTube doesn't care. People don't care. Millions of views, and it disgusts me. It actually, this at this point is just disgusting. So, and don't get me started when it comes to finding proper news about what's going on in the world on YouTube. It's a fine mixture of mainstream propaganda channels like Fox News, CNN, and crap like that, and you know, the scaremongers, um, uh, the doom and gloom preppers, and the people sitting there in their green screen room, probably their garage, with green screen behind them, with a little suit on, and they are pretending like they know it all. They don't. For the record, they don't. They don't have a clue of what they're talking about. They're just as bad as the mainstream propaganda channels. Um, so you know, and also YouTube, they are. I can tell you this as a creator. Whenever YouTube sends me something like, well, since my main channel is one of the biggest channels in Scandinavia. I'm in a certain, I'm in a kind of a program there, and I get invited to stuff, and it's all about shorts, shorts here, shorts there. Oh, you need to make shorts, shorts shorts. I hate shorts, but I'm making them. We'll see how it goes. So far, they have seemed to be cannibalizing on my long format videos. And strangely enough, YouTube's model for paying creators for shorts is very different. You don't make money on shorts, you know. There was vidIQ, that's a channel here. Um, they looked at their data, and you know they had 1 million views on their shorts, made them, I think it was $58. So I mean, it's ridiculous, you know. And I'm quite convinced that if YouTube had started now, they would have gone for a model where creators get paid zero, you know, like well, other platforms, you know, like I guess Instagram. Um, so yeah, now I am going to continue making videos. I'm not going to give up yet. I am seeing on my main channel some slight, the past couple of days, for the first time in 1.5 year, I'm seeing some slight positive changes. It's not much, but some positive changes there. So there's a very tiny little hope there, that things could start moving in the right direction. Um, if it just continues to go down and down, down, lower and lower views, um, then at some point I will have to stop, of course, or I will have to make videos, you know, like maybe once a month, something like that. I know that people are not getting notifications. Again, you know, please go and subscribe to my website. If you do, you will be notified, because I will notify you when I have a new video. I will send out an email, you know. Um, but yeah, you know, so there's obviously a problem that YouTube is not sending out notifications. People also, it's a big problem that people are not switching on notifications. Um, so yeah, I can make, and typically what seems to happen is that this is also a problem on the main channel, um, that YouTube seems to have put me in the same category as the moronic little guy sitting there in their suit with a doom and gloom perspective on the world. And when I make a video about, you know, bushcraft, Viking Age, and so on, the reaction from people seems to be, "Why are you never making an outdoors video? Why are you never making a bushcraft video, Viking video?" I am. But it's just that you don't check my channel and you don't get notifications about those because the algorithm thinks that nobody is interested in that. So that's how it works. Um, and so there's a combination here. There's the shadow banning, of course, we all know about that. And there is also, yeah, yeah, I'll stop the rant there. Well, it's not really a rant. This is affecting me every day. So yeah. Um let's see here. Yeah, I'll, you know what? I'll just try to respond to your comments here. Alex says, never give up. No, I'm not giving up, but it's just that, what is your goal? Is my goal to be a YouTuber? No, never was. I am a novelist. I write books. I write novels. My main goal is to write great novels. Um, and Schools is saying, if I think that's a little bit disrespectful. Okay. Um, I'm talking about my, I'm talking about some feedback. I'm giving you some feedback after having uploaded hundreds of videos. So please don't call this you're having a day, you know? Okay. Uh, so, yeah, let's see. Linda, thanks a lot. Again, the only thing I can say is subscribe to my website. And I'm not the only one saying this. At this point, I think we all understand where things are heading. No, no, we don't. Not everyone understands where things are heading. I'll tell you. If there are still people, if there are people here listening who haven't seen, who are still in denial. So this is where things are heading. We will see a massive amount of censorship. You've seen nothing yet. People will be silenced. I will be making a video on the main channel about probably the next big thing. Um, it's important that people go and subscribe to the websites to those. Most big creators have a website. Go and subscribe to the website because they will be silenced. At some point, I will be silenced on social media. I truly believe that. And it doesn't matter that I make mostly outdoors stuff and philosophical stuff. Doesn't matter because if you have gone against the powers that be, that's what we like to call them, you will be forever on that list. I'm not talking about a literal list. Well, maybe there is such a list, but you get what I'm saying here. Um, and I, here's another thing. Now, this is a little bit doom and gloom, I know, but it's just a personal perspective that I have on things. I fully expect to have everything I have, like wealth, taken away from me. I fully expect that. I can't really tell you why. I can't really say, oh, I have evidence that this will happen. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's more an attitude that I have. And you know what? I will still be okay. Um, I can, and I'm going to brag a little bit here, okay? But I think at the age of almost 51, I can brag a little bit about having spent hundreds of yeah, so much time out in the outdoors, and I'm I'm a student of survival. I will say that I am, and if I have a knife, and I have several actually, um, I I will survive. That's the attitude I have. Okay. Rob Hellfire says, "You believe you will own nothing and be happy." Yeah, I get it. It's a bit of a joke there. I No, it's not like that. I just think that it's more a feeling. It's an attitude um, that I have. Not saying that this is going to happen, but I fully expect it to happen. So I am giving everything I have of wealth, all the wealth I have that I have acquired, except a bare minimum that I need for myself. I'm giving it to my kids. They need it more than I need it, you know. That way they will get into the property market. No, the powers that be, will not be seizing property just like that. That's not how it works. Um, yeah, that's another discussion that I won't get into now. But people need to understand, now we are on a little bit of a sidetrack here, but this is something I'm quite passionate about. People need to understand taxes. And most people, I think they don't understand taxes. Um, and by that I mean many people, they actually don't understand taxes. They don't understand the math involved even. And that's a problem. But that's also the reason why you get people voting for communist inspired parties, political parties. Because if they had a little bit of, if they had an ability to think logically, they would not vote for that, because they would see that that would hurt them, you know. But anyway, um, let's see here. Yeah, okay, an important message here. Um, I know I look terrible. I shouldn't use the screen here on the live stream as a mirror, but I am. I have had a horrible night, headaches, migraines. I haven't had a migraine for a long time now, but yeah. Phones and computers are spying mirrors. That's true, Windhammer. Most people don't understand that. Yeah, that's very true. um, HZJ79 says, have a beer and don't stress. Well, thank you. Thanks a lot. Um, let's see here. Why do people go on about looks? I think I don't care so much about my looks actually, but I can sometimes I can see that I've been in pain for a long time. Um, Liliopatra, well, thank you. That's very kind of you. So yeah, okay, let's get back to the main topic here. So I am going to give it some more time on YouTube, because I'm not one to give up. But I need to stress that my main goal is not to become a huge YouTuber. I must admit that there was a point where I was hoping that I would one day reach 1 million subscribers on the main channel. I don't see that happening now, because um, so this is what seems to be have changed on YouTube. Okay, if you want to know, the main change is that YouTube went from a community-based model to a topic-based model. And you have to trust me on this, because it is the very best way to understand this, actually. It used to be like, if you subscribe to a channel, you get notified and you get suggested videos from that channel. No, not like that anymore. Now it's more like topic, you know. And if you subscribe to a small channel, that yeah, bushcraft channel, for instance, YouTube will suggest not other videos from that channel, but other videos from other channels about the same topic. And since this is all in the algorithm, and the algorithm is fucking stupid, and I am cursing here just to make a point out of this, because go ahead, demonetize this live stream as well. Talking to YouTube there. Um, since the algorithm is fucking stupid, they will it will suggest the yoga pants brigade. you know, let's say you're interested in carving, making spoons or something like that. The next video that will be suggested might be, young beautiful girl, and it even says on it, it says so in the title, And I've never clicked on any of those thumbnails, by the way. Spends the night alone in a tent in the forest, and there's a butt there on the in the middle of the thumbnail. Yeah. Why are you doing that, YouTube? Why? It's it's not like I don't like that. It's just that I'm not interested in that if I'm searching for spoon carving, you know? Those are two different things. I am not always all of the time interested in the female body. It's not like 24/7 actually. I know it might be hard to believe to some people, but most men are not like that all of the time. So if I'm in the mood for spoon carving, I'm in the mood for spoon carving, and that's very different than the other topic there. Okay. But it's like they have to, and now I'm getting to my other bullet point here on my mental list. Um, now I'm getting to yeah, the other thing here is what was that? Oh, I forgot now. Lost my train of thought there completely. Now, spoon is slang for cuddling. No, that was just an example. It could be anything. Uh, Fireplace cooking, something like that. Hiking in the mountains. So now that was just one example. It's just one example, and I use that example because I am going to carve a spoon today or tomorrow. Actually, I have some pieces of wood in my garage for that. You know. Um, okay. Yeah. So now I remember the other next bullet point. YouTube has become fast food. You know, it used to be like going to a restaurant, having a menu, and you could look at the menu, and there were many different kinds of food there. You could have a steak, you could have a salad, or you could have some fish, or you could, um, that was what YouTube used to be. Now it's like going to Burger King or McDonald's. It's fast food, um, and it's all the same. Uh, you know, um, unless you find some channels that you like, and fingers crossed they keep uploading videos, and you go and check. That's what I do. You go to their page, and you check, you know, if they have uploaded new videos. Uh, so that's what YouTube has become. Now again, Rumble. I am also on Rumble. Everyone says go to Rumble, go to Rumble. I've been on Rumble for a couple of years. I made almost $2. Yeah, almost $2 I made on Rumble. So, yeah. Well, I should have used a different example. You know, except I said spoon carving. But you need to get the point here. That's not the point. What you're It's not YouTube getting confused with the slang there. That's not the point. Okay. Um, Hiking, fireplace. Yeah, you get it. So, yeah. Well, actually, I will not be talking much about Rumble because what seems to happen is that people subscribe to Rumble, which makes me no money, and then they unsubscribe from YouTube, which hurts my YouTube presence even more. So that's the problem. Okay. Um, yeah. Um, Hattori Hanso, well, thanks a lot. You're saying that you're asking Random House in Germany to publish my books in English. That I would just keep trying. Try reaching them on social media, Instagram, and so on and so on. Yeah, exactly. Dries, is that Dutch? Um, I can't pronounce it correctly. I'll make oh, Dries Verstraeten. Sorry if I mispronounced it. Says you just subscribe to the channels you like and always stick to the subscription page. I always avoid the homepage. Yes, exactly. I go to the subscription page straight away and check for new videos there. And sometimes, and that's what everyone should do, you know. Sometimes they will not show the new videos there either, actually. Um, there are some videos that they just hide. Okay. Hardy Day, well, thanks a lot. Skål to you as well. Skunky X says it's a battle. The controls are running everything. It cannot be more clear. Yes, yes. Um, More hidden hangouts. Yes. I would like to do hidden hangouts. It, but it also was and is. I'm going to do them again, but it's very stressful. The amount of hate that I get from people who call themselves Christians is off the scale. And they will do everything they can to reach me and to harass me, to call me a bad parent, and to say that I'm going to hell, that they'll send me books. They are. What's wrong with these people? I mean, there is something wrong there, something completely wrong. Two channels on Rumble with your name. Are they both legit? I don't know. I don't know. Um, I'll have a look. You know, that's also the problem with the alternative platforms. There are people that are just stealing. Stealing my stuff. So um, yeah. So okay, but Rumble is just. I don't see much future in Rumble. It is the website. You will find the address to the website above me. Go and subscribe to my website because if you do, you will get notifications when I upload a video. It won't matter which platform I use. uh, yeah, yeah, the Christian people. Um, yeah, Yeah, Andrew, I'll read your comment and thank you so much for the. Thank you so much, there. Um, it's easy to say don't give up, but it omits the fact that everyone has a limit. No one has infinite patience and wants to fight forever. Not every hill is worth dying on. Sometimes you need or want to find a better hill. That's very true. And it's like I do have a threshold, and if it dips below that, I'm talking about income now, because to be honest with you, and if it dips below that, and we are getting close now, um, and it stays under that level, I will stop. You know, it's I will stop, and it's just that simple. Life is too short to fight battles that you can't win, because it has been decided that you shall not win that battle. Um, you know. And by the way, I will say this, and I'm not trying to take hope away from aspiring YouTubers, but YouTube will stop your growth on your channel when if they think that that should happen. They will do that at some point. So I would never, ever look at YouTube as a career. If you had asked me a couple of years ago, no, 3 years ago, I would have said yes, maybe. Not now. Not the way it's working now. Anarchy Tattoo Studios is asking, what is your biggest flaw? Well, first of all, that's a very personal question, and I think it's what can I say? I can't really answer that. Here we go. Alexander says there's a book behind you, Evolution. Which one is that of the five theories? And here we go. I don't. I'm sick of this shit. You know. You're gone. That's how it is. I know how this goes. No, evolution is not a theory. It can be observed. It has been proven. You need to know the difference between a theory and something that is observable, that is going on around you all the time. And I'm not going to spend more time on that. Um, and this is not really a rant. This is just me telling you how it is. Jam and Jake says, yes, true, YouTube has stopped my growth. Yeah. Um, let's see here. Ginger says, start your own website, sell merch, have classes on bushcraft for payment. I don't know if that's a advice to me, or I do have a job. I am a novelist, so I I have my own website, as you can see above me. I do have merch, as you can see in the video descriptions. I don't do classes on bushcraft. I don't really have to. I might do in the future, but right now it's too much. That would be too much. Rosalind, well, thanks a lot for that donation. Thanks a lot. Um, okay. Well, thanks a lot. Very kind of you. Yeah, that's funny, Kevin. Make a video with a thumbnail on cleavage. Well, I was thinking of making a thumbnail just for a joke, and I would just not not copy like copy and paste, but copy the setup of these yoga pants girls, outdoors girls. I would just use a thumbnail like that, and I would put myself very tiny in the background, very, very tiny, and that would be funny. Um, Lilia Patra says you have two of my shirts. Wonderful. Um, Raven in a van, I am. That's a great nickname there. Well, thank you. Um, yeah, it's thumbnails is funny. There is. I need my thumbnails to look to have a look that doesn't embarrass me. You know. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm not going to use. I would need someone to be that yoga pant girl. Um, because I don't want to. I'm sort of against using photos from the uh, databases and so on. But anyway, uh, yeah. But okay, I'll say thank you for now. And since I have now mentioned Rumble, I fully expect quite a lot of people to leave YouTube and unsubscribe here and go to Rumble, which would further be harmful to my YouTube presence. So, okay, have a wonderful day or night, and we'll talk later. Bye.